actually really love these little carrot candy bags because they're so much better than the little eggs that you use at Easter time to put candy in. And they're just adorable and super easy to make. Really, beginning seamstresses can definitely do this. I'll begin by cutting two 5-inch green squares and two 5-inch orange squares. You can also buy them as quilting squares. I'll begin by folding my orange fabric in half, and I'll mark it from the edge by 1 inch. I like to use a pin for this, but you could also use just a little marker. The nice thing about the pin is it holds it together at the same time. Now what I'll want to do is cut from that 1 inch mark down to about 1/8 of an inch in from where the fold is. This will create the carrot shape that I need. So I'll line that up on my line here and on that side as well, and then I'll cut it diagonally. So then when I take it out, you can see that I have a roughly triangular shape with a flat edge on both sides and a flat edge down at the bottom. So then I'll take my green pieces and flip them upside down, and I want to use my iron to put in a 1/4 of an inch fold. And I'll repeat that on the opposite side and again on the second square. Now I'll place a 1/8 of an inch seam along those edges, and I'll repeat that on the other 3 folds. Then I fold it in half with the 2 rough edges together, and I'll pin it in place. Now I'll stitch a seam at 1 1/8 of an inch from the raw edge, and this will make the top part of the casing. And I'll repeat that on the second side. Now I'll place my carrots with the right side down, and I'll place the raw edge of my tops against the top of the carrot. And I just want to center it so that I have the same amount of excess on each side. And then I'll pin it together. And then I'll stitch along that top edge with a 1/8 of an inch seam allowance. And then I'll iron that seam down towards the carrot. And I'll do that on both sides. And then I'll fold it over so that it's right at that seam, and I'll iron it again, and I like to throw a pin into it so that it doesn't move. Then I'll stitch a 1/4 of an inch seam allowance along that edge. I'll then press the seam allowance down towards the orange, and now I'll place in a top stitch 1/8 of an inch from the edge of the carrot. So now I'll line up the 2 sides with their right sides together. And now I'll stitch it together with a 3/8 of an inch seam. And so now you'll see I already have that straight, so I don't have to worry about notching the edges. And this went right up against where that green was. So now I'll turn this right side out, and then I'll use a chopstick to get my tip out. I go gently because I don't want to make a hole in the fabric. I'll then take 2 12-inch pieces of twine, and I'll place some tape around the end. You can really use any tape for this. You could also use ribbon if you prefer that. And I'll put my safety pin through the end. I want to make sure it goes through both the rope and the tape. And then I'll place it through this casing that I've created. The safety pin just makes it so that you can bring it along. I'll pull it through until there's just a little section there. And then I'll flip it and go through the other casing. I'll remove my safety pin as well as my tape, and then I kind of press this down to give me room to work. I'll line up the edges, hold it together, and make a circle, or kind of like a cursive E, I suppose. And then I'll press those ends into that center portion and make it so that the knot goes towards the end but not over the end. And pull it tight. Now for the other side, I'll do the same thing, but I'll actually go in the opposite side to where the knot is. So then you'll notice that I have a knot on both sides of my carrot, and I can just pull it and it'll close up the top and create my little carrot bag. I love that I can pick up whatever kind of candy I want from the store, whether it be chocolate-covered almonds or yogurt-covered raisins, anything, whatever are my kids' favorites. And then I can put them inside my little carrot candy bag, and it's already pre-packaged for Easter, and it looks super cute. And these are really fun for the kids to put stuff into and gift them to friends. I don't know. I just think they're adorable. And there's so many different routes that you can go. Like this is kind of more of your characteristic colors. Then you have some more that you can do like the darker colors or some that are a little bit more muted or even more fun multicolored. Now you'll notice I actually have different lengths. This one is from the 5x5, this one is from a 5x6, and this one is from a 5x7. So you can see the size differences there. I actually prefer the smaller one. I just think it's super cute and it's not too overwhelming as far as how much candy they're getting because usually I'm doing a couple of different little carrot bags inside their Easter baskets. I love how when you do homemade crafts, you can make them however you want. They're personalized. So for me, I like the rustic look. I like to use the rope here. But if you liked them fancier, you could go with glittery or shiny fabrics and some ribbon here as well. So all completely up to you. And I hope you have a great time with all of your carrot candy bags and gifting those to those that you love.